will be the tiebreaker.
And Joe, I asked Henry Clay coach Al Pruitt before the game, will you go with your man-to-man defense, or will you use the 1-3-1 you used against Central? He said, we'll go with the man-to-man to start the ball game.
All right, Mail in the black. And in the gold are the lighter uniforms. Henry Clay, Craven Leach jumping against Kevin Anderson. And they'll do it again. The officials for tonight's game are Lyman Brown of Paducah. Richard Urbage was tossing up the ball. And the Blue Devils of Henry Clay have it as Evans takes it in backcourt and gives over to Kenny Elliott, who wasn't around very long today. Here's Moore with a shot, no good, comes off. 3 male players there for the rebound. Darrell Griffith happens to be the one that comes down with it. Hands over to Walter Jones. And they are in the man-for-man. Here's the outside shot by Mack, no good. Jones gets it back, gives over to Turner. His shot is good along the baseline. Bobby Turner. And he had a 32-point day today. Here's the shot by Evans, good. And Keith Evans continues the hot hand. Turner holds up, gives to Jones as the guard comes out high to take it near midcourt. 2-2 here in the very early going. Griffith with a pass underneath to Turner. His turnaround shot is no good, but the foul will be on Cravens. Craven Leach. Bobby Turner up for 2 free throws. Mayo went a long time without any free throws today in their game against Christian County. High arching shot is up and in. What did you say? Griffith got the first 8 points today? I can't recall.
Hit his first 4 shots, 4 out of 4.
And Turner starts off tonight with the first 4 for Mayo. He did the majority of his scoring in today's game in the second half. Almost stolen. Leach gets it down to Moore. He hangs up as it knocked out of bounds by Mack. A good defensive play as Jeff Mack hustled down the floor and knocked it cleanly out of bounds.
Jeff Mack means a lot to this Mayo team. Doesn't score more. It's only scored 7 points in all 3 games of the tournament.
He's a little bit better than that on the year. Here's Elliott faking the shot, turning around, passing underneath for the easy layup in there by Jenkins. Larry Jenkins' first 2. And we have a tie at 4. We're just getting into the ball game right good. 6:35 first quarter remaining. Here's Anderson on the follow-up, puts it up. It is good. It will count, and he is fouled. Jenkins with a foul. Kevin Anderson up now for...
Here's a good slow motion shot of it, Joe. Got the foul, good call. The ball's going to go in. Could be a 3-pointer. Rebounds mean a lot in this game. He made that one. Mayo has Henry Clay 130 rebounds. Mayo 129 in their 3 games, so they're pretty close on the boards.
There's a driving layup by Keith Evans. I think that game this afternoon meant a good deal to Keith. He sort of filled a role that he is not accustomed to, and he's come back with fire in his eyes tonight. Darrell Griffith misses. Henry Clay has all the rebounding strength there as Leach pulls it off. Feeds over to Larry Jenkins. Back to Elliott. Here's his 15-footer, no good. Forced it a little bit, and it's taken off by Mayo. Darrell Griffith has it, and the Blue Devils of Henry Clay fall back quickly on defense as Mayo takes the ball. Walter Jones on the dribble. Leaping pass inside to Turner is no good, but it's a foul on Leach, and that's 2 on him.
And that's your old backdoor play, Joe. It was invented in 1842, and it still works. Watch this now. Well, we missed the pass right there, but you set your man up, you head out and you cut for the basket, get the lob past the guard. I've been beat by that before.
Here's something else coming up here. Well, that must have been a little left over action, huh? Moore is leaving the game. And coming in very early here is Billy Thomas, number 15, that 6'6.5" junior. Plays a lot as a 6th man for Henry Clay. Turner up with 2 free throws coming. Misses the first. Hale is an excellent shooting team.
He is too. He's hit 11 of 15 free throws so far this tournament.
This one takes quite a bit of the rim, but finally drops in. 8-6, Mayo. Craven Leach and Elliott exchange passes over to Jenkins. Elliott now to Evans. He's going to fire from way out front. No good. Leach high to get the rebound, puts it in. Craven Leach, after picking up 2 personal fouls, has now picked up 2 points. And it's tied again at 8. Darrell Griffith, who just put on quite a show here today and does every time he gets on that basketball floor, but Mayo loses the ball. Elliott puts it in spite of getting a great deal of pressure.
Joe, I may be wrong. I think the last couple of times down the floor, Henry Clay has gone to the 1-3-1 zone. They have. They're playing a 1-3-1 zone.
Griffith fails to connect. And getting the rebound is Billy Thomas. And we have a whistle and a foul in backcourt.
This is running similar to the game this morning against Central. Henry Clay got behind the man-to-man. The thing that's been good to him all year long, went to the 1-3-1, took the lead.
That foul was on Kevin Anderson.
And that's what they've done now.
Elliott signals the play as he crosses center court. In high to Jenkins on the turnaround, and he has 2 baskets. 12-8 now. Henry Clay forges into a 4-point advantage. Here he goes to Griffith. He passes inside to Anderson. Shot nicely blocked by Thomas. Put up again and blocked by Thomas. Finally, we got a jump ball. Billy Thomas, the junior, really going to war there on the boards.
Here we go. You see a lot of hustle, a lot of effort on both teams' part there. This is the way the game of basketball should be played, under the boards.
Look at Thomas get up. Back to live action now. Here's the shot by Turner, no good, and Thomas has the rebound. Has it knocked away, and a scramble for it will get a jump. I thought when Tom talked with Thomas this afternoon following that ball game, he had a little fire in his eye too, I think, in anticipation of what was coming up tonight. Evans of Henry Clay, Bobby Turner. Turner's quite a leaper for 6'4", and he easily gets the tap, but they have to struggle for it. Finally, well, they're still battling. Keith Elliott covers up, gives to Thomas. Now they straighten things out, and it goes over to Evans. A little rugged action there. A 4-point Henry Clay lead, working down to 4 minutes to go. Nice play from Thomas to Craven Leach, but he misses the shot. Henry Clay has it as Griffith comes off with it and protects that ball. Here's that 1-3-1 zone. Mack to Jones. Pass inside to Anderson. He goes up and gets it, but has to come down with it, and it comes right back out to Craven Leach. Here's another interception by Mayo as Mack knocks it over to Jones. Jones driving, misses the shot. Knocked around, comes right back to Jones. Here he goes over to Mack. Here's his shot from about 12, no good. Put up by Jones, no good, and here's a foul. And I believe they'll charge it to Larry Jenkins. If so, that's his second.
And like I was saying, Joe, this Jeff Mack means so much to Mayo High School. He scored 1 point their first game against E-Town, 2 points against North Central, and 4 points against Christian County. But he means so much more to the ball club than just putting points on the board.
Well, you know, I notice on offense a lot that occasionally I catch myself actually forgetting their guards. You think so much about Griffith and Turner that you just don't think of the guards as being any sort of offensive threat, but they help run this machine. Jones hits the free throw, has another coming, and he has his first 2 points of the game. 12-10 now, Henry Clay. Kenny Elliott gives to Leach. Over to Evans. He likes to fire from out there, and he's good at it. 6 points for Evans. He's the leading scorer in the game so far. 14-10, Henry Clay. Griffith to Mack. Passing the ball around. It goes to Anderson, and here's a foul on Evans. Keith Evans first, and that's 5 on Henry Clay. Rather early in the ball game, we're going to be into the 1-and-1.
There it is right there. There's the foul.
Kevin Anderson up. Mayo's been doing a lot of free throw shooting even before this bonus situation. There's 6 for 7 up there already. Now 7 for 8. Matter of fact, Mayo has only 2 field goals.
And Kevin Anderson has not missed a free throw so far in this state tournament.
And he still hasn't. He has 5 points, and it's 14-12, Henry Clay. Henry Clay, on the other hand, has not had a free throw. They have 7 field goals. Here's Evans again from 18. No good. Pack up and in. I believe they'll give it to Thomas. A good tap in by Billy Thomas. 16-12, Henry Clay. They have led most of the way here in this first quarter. State championship game. Turner does almost lose it, but it's a 3-second infraction. So Henry Clay takes over on the Mayo mistake. 2:33 to go, first quarter. Elliott very deliberately in the front court. Gives to Evans, now bounce in the corner to Jenkins. Thomas loses the ball and Mayo has stolen it. 2 on 3, Jones drives, takes a trip, it goes in. Jones with 4 points, 16-14 now. Both teams in the zone defense at the moment. Kenny Elliott fakes a pass, and here's steps taken by Jenkins.
Mayo's doing a real good job of their man-to-man collapsing on the middle, keeping Henry Clay from putting the ball under the bucket. They're having to take the outside shots.
1:57 remaining as Mayo goes on offense. Alley-oop pass in there to Turner. He puts up a shovel shot that's no good, but tapped up and in by Griffith, his first 2 of the night. And we're tied at 16. Here it is to Jenkins. Now Elliott.
Now Mayo's in a zone. Nice pass.
Here's
Good block.
Missing on the shot. And the good block gives the ball to Mayo. It's almost stolen again by Elliott. Here's Thomas saving the ball for Henry Clay. To Jenkins. 1 on 2 as Elliott drives the length of the court, and he's charged with walking. The ball was blocked, but long before that ever occurred, Elliott walked. Anderson leaves the lineup for Mayo. And checking in, well, I can't read the number yet. It is Willie Hendricks. Here's Jones with a pass over to Griffith. He goes up in the air on the rebound, gets the missed shot, and here's the foul on Thomas. Billy Thomas' first personal foul. Mayo has committed only 1 personal so far, so they have the real advantage here in the free throw opportunities. Darrell Griffith will be up for a couple. At 35 points in today's earlier game against Christian County. Has 3 right now, going for 4. 17-16 as Mayo takes the lead again. Now it's 18-16. Henry Clay coming down. Elliott gives over to Evans. Evans driving, puts a shot up, and it falls in. Keith Evans with 8 points.
Mayo is changing defensive from man-to-man to a 2-1-2 zone to a 1-2-2 zone.
Jones with a pass in the corner to Turner. Back to Mack. Here's his layup. It's good, despite the almost super effort by Thomas. First 2 of the night from Mack. 20-18. Elliott open. Puts the shot up. Won't go. High to get the rebound is Turner. He fires out as Mayo fast breaks. Jones over to Hendricks for the 2. Willie Hendricks gets in the scorebook, and it's 22-18 Mayo with only 12 seconds now in the first quarter. Thomas on a high post gives it over to Evans. Evans along the baseline gives to Jenkins. He has a shot blocked, has it blocked twice. Finally, we got a foul on Turner.
Looks like he might have got him with the body, Joe. Good block with the hand. Must have got him with the body.
Bobby Turner has the first personal foul. This will be a shooting foul. That's only 2 against Mayo. Larry Jenkins up for the free throws. And a chance to pull Henry Clay back to within 2 points if he can hit them, but he misses the first. Good shot of Jenkins. He takes plenty of time, and this one won't go. And Griffith has the rebound, takes a desperation shot at the buzzer. That's the end of the first quarter with the score: Louisville Male 22, Lexington Henry Clay 18. There's the official, Richard Earledge, awaiting the start of play here in the second half. His partner tonight is Lyman Brown. And we're about ready to go with Male holding a 4-point advantage. Getting everybody straight there at the circle. Here's the tap, and way into front court, and it's missed by Griffith as Mayo controlled. Raven Leach to Evans, and finally to Elliott, who's there, Mr. Do Everything.
And Joe, free throws are keeping Mayo in the ball game.
Absolutely, they are dominant in that particular department. They still only have 6 field goals.
To Henry
Here's Mack
9.
losing the ball, but Jones is there to save it. Inside the Turner, he can't hold it, but he does track it down. Mack to Turner again, he walked. And we have some figures on the first quarter.
Well, Joe, Henry Clay's hit 9 of 17 shots for 53%. Mayo 6 of 19 for only 31.5%. However, Henry Clay 0 of 2 from the free throw line. Mayo 10 of 11 for 91%. Turnovers, Mayo 2, Henry Clay 4. And Mayo leads in rebounds 14-8 for Henry Clay.
Little housework there, as you could see, before turning the ball over to the Blue Devils. No scoring so far in this quarter. And it goes to Thomas. He watches people cut by, gets to Evans. Here's his shot, no good. And it's taken off by Mayo as Willie Hendricks is there to get it. Turner charged down the floor wanting a pass on a fast break, but the numbers were pretty bad, so Griffith held up. Instead, the Bulldogs will set it up. Back to Jones to Turner, and then out to Darrell Griffith.
Henry Clay back man to man.
Griffith throws the ball up off the glass, no good. It goes out of bounds, and it'll be Henry Clay. Don Moore coming back into the ball game for the Blue Devils, number 22. As Jenkins departs, takes a seat by Coach Al Pruitt. Elliott started out with an early field goal tonight, and he's been shut out since then. Ball goes back to the Henry Clay Blue Devils as Moore inbounds it to Kenny Elliott. Mail in that zone now. Here's the long shot by Moore. He just hasn't been able to hit during this tournament. It gets away, and Mayo will take over. Henry Clay pressing in three-quarter court, man-to-man. Here's Mack with it. Over to Jones. Elliott picks him up on defense as they're in the man-for-man. Evans guarding Mack. Now to Hendricks and back to Mack. Hendricks cutting to the baseline, takes the pass, won't go. Raven Leach gets the rebound. Henry Clay is 3-on-1. Over to Evans, and it took a trip or two, but fell through. Keith Evans is the first man of the game in double figures with 10 points. 22-20, Mayo. Goes out of bounds, it'll still belong to Mayo. As Leach hits the floor. It's timeout on the floor with the score, Mayo 22, Henry Clay 20. cheerleading corps for Henry Clay High School of Lexington, leading their fan contingent over in a little dance down in the end zone.
And they can move quicker than that, Joe. I think that was on slow motion camera.
No kidding.
Yeah, I believe they can move quicker than that.
I thought that was the trickiest routine I'd seen in the tournament. Well, here's the ball getting away, going.
You can do that.
Yes, on
you
the
can do that.
play,
You throw it back over like that.
Or however you rarely see it from that deep in offensive court. Putting the ball up is Hendricks, and it bounces off. And Craven Leach comes out of there with it. He's fouled by Hendricks. Only the third foul on Mayo. And we only have 5.5 minutes to go in the first half.
Here we are in slow motion. Pretty good foul.
Now back to live action as Kenny Elliott drives to the top of the circle, gives over to Evans, back to Elliott. Elliott's been covered up pretty good and has been a little bit reluctant to shoot since he missed a few. Here's Thomas. He puts the ball down in the hook for his 4th point, and it's tied at 22 all. A 4-point Mayo lead fairly quickly erased in this quarter. Here's a bad pass from Mack. Passed it beyond the reach of Walter Jones. And Henry Clay has a go-ahead chance. It's been back and forth, in case you just joined us. Henry Clay perhaps leading the majority of the way. Into Thomas, turnaround 6-footer is no good. Battling for the rebound, he goes in behind the backboard. It'll be Mayo's ball as Thomas knocked it out. Darrell Griffith, bounce pass to Willie Hendricks. Here's his shot up and in. From in close, Hendricks gets his 2nd field goal. Mayo's first score in this quarter. Elliott drives into the defense, then passes back out to Evans, takes it right back. Moore along the baseline. Way short with the shot. Puts it up off the backboard, and it's good. Donnie Moore gets in the scoring column. 24 all. 4:15 remaining in the first half. This is the state championship game. Boys high school basketball from Freedom Hall in Louisville. Joe Knight, Hardin McLean, and Tom Sutton bringing you this one. And we hope you've enjoyed all of today's activities. That's Bobby Turner up with a field goal for his 7th point. And it's 26-24 as Mayo takes the edge again. Evans cross courts it to Donnie Moore. He gets covered up, hands to Elliott. Elliott now drives to the free throw line. His first shot in a long while. He missed it. Craven Leach puts it up, and he's fouled by Hendricks. Willie Hendricks has taken the last 2 personals charged to Mayo. And going to the bench is Mack for Mayo. Coming into the action is Tyrone Cunningham, number 21. Who lines up. There's Coach Al Pruitt of Henry Clay. Craven Leach up for a couple of free throws. And that's the first point from the charity stripe tonight that Henry Clay's been able to get. 26-25, and now it's tied at 26. Henry Clay hanging right in with tournament favorite Mayo. Henry Clay conquerors earlier today of the almost the co-favorite in this affair, Louisville Central. Hendricks misses with the shot. Henry Clay fast breaking. It's going to be chased down by Evans, and he gives over to Evans for the lay-in.
That was
great
pretty.
pass.
I hope we can see that sometime again. That's pretty.
Mayo now quickly the other way as Darrell Griffith backs into front court. Over to Jones. Jones spins around Evans. Now fires deep inside. It gets away, knocked off. Here's a leading pass that's picked off by Mayo, and a foul committed by Keith Evans, his 2nd.
Both teams, Joe, using a zone defense, wanting the other teams have to shoot outside. It may depend on the fast break and the rebounding.
Number 52 coming in from Mayo is Wallace Garner, and he's replacing Darrell Griffith. Darrell's been held to only 4 points so far, and boy, that's unlike him. Going to the free throw line will be Ty Cunningham, up for 1 in the bonus. And another tying chance for the Mayo Bulldogs. Cunningham cans it, so he'll draw the bonus. His first point of the night. We were saying before the game that Cunningham bears a striking resemblance to Louisville Central coach Bob Graves. They look like they should be related. Exchange of passes by the guards. Donnie Moore inside to Adams. Here's his turnaround shot, no good. Rebound by Leach, but he has it knocked away and picked up by Mayle's Willie Hendricks. Jones hounded a little bit by Evans as he comes into front court. Now passes off to Hendricks. Henry Clay now in a man-for-man defense. Jones drives in, passes off to Turner, and we got a foul, I believe, on Thomas.
Gravy and Leach, I believe.
Leach gets his third.
Good call. Watch Gravy Leach. Lean in there. Look, lean in there. You can't do that. It's a good call.
Leach will leave with those 3 personal fouls, and coming into the ball game is number 13, Charlie Clay. Also used quite extensively as a substitute by Coach Al Pruitt. Walter Jones up for 1 in the bonus for Male. His 5th point puts Male ahead 29-28. A lot of free throw shooting by Male in this one. Also good. They still have but 8 field goals. So they have 14 good free throws in this game. Evans with the long outside one, no good. Male coming off and they want to run. Turner has it, throws up a funny looking shot, and we got a jump ball on the rebound. It'll be Clay of Henry Clay opposing Garner of Male. And Walter Jones goes back to have a word with his coach, Wade Houston, following that play. The jump at the Male circle, and it's pulled in by Elliott. Drives into the Male defense, gives to Evans for that 18-footer, and it's there. That's about his favorite spot on the floor. Evans has 12 points, and it's 30-30 with only 1:44 remaining in the first half. Anderson's back in the ball game. Jones driving in, has the ball knocked away by Thomas. Leading pass to Elliott, should be 2. It is. Elliott has 6 points, and Henry Clay leads at 32-30.
And you know, Joe, if Male hadn't hit 14 out of 15 free throw attempts, it'd be a much greater margin.
This is Jones with the ball. Goes over to Turner. Jones takes it back. Drives in, gives off to Cunningham. Here's the outside shot, good. Tyrone Cunningham, his first field goal, 4th point. It's tied at 32 with less than a minute to go. Elliott driving the lane, and there'll be no goal on it. There's a foul out farther on Cunningham. His first, and that's Male's 5th. Jeff Mack is coming back into the ball game for Male. Also, Darrell Griffith returning.